so you can reach your audience wherever they stream.
It's easier than ever with Ads Manager, Roku's self-serve ads platform.
Bottom line, better TV for everyone means better advertising for you.
100 food trucks. Austin, Dallas, Houston. Texas food truck scene. Street tacos, burritos, quesadillas, licensed vendors, health permits, popular locations, construction sites, business districts, university campuses, lunch rush crowds, students, workers, families. Everyone loved convenience, quality, affordability. Perfect urban food service. Mobile, accessible, delicious. But food trucks weren't just selling lunch. Hidden menu existed. Code words unlocked. Extra spicy meant cocaine. Double protein was methamphetamine. Vegetarian option indicated heroin. Gluten-free meant fentanyl. Orders placed, money paid, food delivered, with drugs concealed inside, wrapped in foil, hidden in containers, mixed with salsa. Nobody suspected. Transactions looked legitimate. Lunch purchases, Venmo payments. Thanks for great tacos. Perfect cover for drug distribution. 20 tons distributed over 18 months through legitimate food service. At construction sites where workers ate lunch, business districts where professionals grabbed dinner, university campuses where students bought snacks. Drugs everywhere, concealed in food, disguised as cuisine, operating under health department licenses, municipal permits, complete government approval. The vendors didn't all know. 100 trucks employed 200 people, mix of legitimate food workers and cartel operatives. Some cooked tacos, others sold drugs. Some did both. Others knew nothing, worked honestly, served food, earned living, never suspected illegal operations happening around them. Perfect exploitation. Innocent workers providing cover, legitimate service concealing crime. DEA had been investigating for 11 months, following overdose clusters, tracking unusual patterns, deaths connected by common factor. Victims had used same food trucks, bought lunch, hours later overdosed. Drugs were high purity, commercial grade, not street quality. Source was professional, organized, systematic. Food truck connection seemed impossible, too visible, too monitored. But evidence accumulated. Pattern was undeniable. 100 food trucks selling drugs with tacos. 20 tons distributed. Comment if you think food service drug operations deserve life sentences. Investigation began with overdose deaths. 3 students, University of Texas. Same week, same fentanyl. Medical examiner noted purity, pharmaceutical grade, not typical street fentanyl. Source was professional. Police investigated, found nothing. No dealers identified, no distribution network discovered. Case went cold. Until DEA noticed pattern. Other deaths. Same fentanyl, different cities, same time periods. Common factor emerged. Food trucks. All victims had purchased from same vendors. Days of deaths? Surveillance began carefully. DEA watched identified trucks. Normal operation. Cooking, serving, standard food service. Nothing suspicious. Customers ordered, paid, received food, left. Typical transactions. But some customers used odd phrases. Extra spicy, please. Double protein. Make it vegetarian. Orders seemed normal, but patterns emerged. Same phrases, same customers, frequent returns. Drug customer behavior, using food orders as cover. Undercover operation was implemented. DEA agent approached truck, ordered taco. "Can I get extra spicy?" Vendor paused, looked carefully. "How spicy?" "Very spicy." "That's 20 extra." Code confirmed. $20 for cocaine. Agent paid. Received taco, plus small package wrapped in napkin. Inside was cocaine. 1 gram. High purity. Commercial grade. Drug deal disguised as food purchase. Agent returned next day. Different truck. "Double protein, please." Same pattern. Vendor understood. 40 extra for double protein. Methamphetamine. Payment via Venmo. Coded as food purchase. Great tacos. Digital trail looked legitimate. Actually drug transaction. Perfect money laundering through food service payments. Hit like if you believe all food trucks should have random inspections. Special Agent Maria Rodriguez coordinated investigation. DEA Urban Drug Enforcement. 19 years fighting street-level distribution. She'd seen corner dealers, house operations, but food trucks? "This is innovation," Rodriguez told her team. "Cartels learned mobile vendors have access, legitimacy. Nobody suspects taco truck. Customers look normal. Transactions appear legal. Perfect urban distribution network. We destroy this completely. Protect legitimate food vendors. Prosecute criminals."
Your workflow is important to us. Please wait indefinitely.
With Monday.com's intuitive work management.
Intelligence revealed organizational structure. Los Tacos Unidos, corporate entity. Owned 100 trucks. Licensed. Permitted. Employed 200 people. Appeared legitimate food service business. Actually cartel front. Purchase 5 years ago. Shell corporations. Money laundering. Criminal ownership disguised as legitimate business investment. The truck operation was sophisticated. 40 trucks primarily sold drugs, minimal food service, just cover. Customers knew code words, ordered frequently, paid premium prices. 60 trucks were mixed operation, real food service, some drug sales, legitimate and criminal. Perfect camouflage. Vendors worked both businesses, simultaneously, seamlessly. Nobody noticed. Financial investigation revealed revenue. Legitimate food sales, 5 million annually. Drug distribution, 80 million annually. Food service was cover. Drugs were business. Revenue ratio proved true priority. Everything documented. Bank records, Venmo transactions, all preserved, all evidence. Technology-aided investigation, GPS tracking of trucks, movement patterns analyzed. 40 trucks spent excessive time at known drug areas, minimal legitimate customer traffic, maximum dealer activity. These were identified as primary drug vehicles, targeted for priority seizure. Chemical analysis of menu items. DEA purchased food from suspected trucks. Laboratory testing. Found drug residue. Contamination. Fentanyl traces in salsa containers. Cocaine residue on foil wrapping. Cross-contamination from simultaneous food and drug handling. Health hazard. Federal violation. Additional charges applicable. Victim identification was essential. How many legitimate vendors worked unknowingly? How many were exploited? How many innocent? Investigation determined 60 vendors out of 200 had no knowledge. Cooked food, served customers, earned honest living, never knew about drugs. Would be protected, not prosecuted. Recognized as victims. 140 vendors. New. Sold drugs. coordinated with Cartel, facilitated distribution. Willing participants, criminals, would face charges. Drug trafficking, conspiracy, food service fraud, years in prison. Justice required distinguishing, protecting innocent, prosecuting guilty. Too sophisticated, or exactly why DEA needed maximum response? Comment S or M. Planning for simultaneous seizure was complex. 100 trucks, different locations throughout Texas, various shifts, moving constantly. All needed simultaneous shutdown. Prevented warning network, prevented evidence destruction, required massive coordination. Houston PD, Dallas Police, Austin PD, Texas Rangers, DEA, FBI. Over 600 personnel involved. April 3rd, execute date, lunch rush, maximum operation, all trucks active, serving customers. Perfect timing for maximum seizure. Every vendor identified, every location confirmed. Medical teams staged. Expecting contaminated food victims. Health department coordination, ensuring public safety. Noon. DEA. All Los Tacos Unidos trucks are seized. Vendors step away from vehicles. 100 trucks stopped simultaneously. Customers evacuated. Food secured for testing. Vendors detained. Vehicles searched. Evidence collected. Nobody escaped. Nobody warned others. Complete surprise. Perfect execution. Vehicle searches revealed scale. 40 trucks had drugs at seizure moment, hidden in coolers, under equipment, in food containers, mixed with supplies. Total, 2 tons. Cocaine, methamphetamine, heroin, fentanyl. Street value, $100 million. Largest food service drug seizure in DEA history. 60 trucks were empty, recently sold inventory, or not yet loaded.
Do not pay your next car insurance bill. Repeat, do not pay your bill yet.
So I found this website and look at the difference.
$271 a month. I thought that this...
But forensic examination revealed residue, previous storage, DNA evidence, chemical traces, cross-contamination in food prep areas, health violations. Every truck had health department problems, even those without drugs. Sanitation failures, contamination. Closure justified. Corporate headquarters raided simultaneously. DEA, federal warrant. Executives arrested. You're under arrest for drug trafficking, food service fraud, and public endangerment. They tried destroying evidence. Computers smashed, records burned. All stopped. Everything preserved. Office contained complete operation, distribution schedules, vendor assignments, drug pricing, revenue tracking, proof of everything. 140 vendors arrested. Those who knew, sold drugs, participated willingly, faced federal charges. Drug trafficking, conspiracy, food service violations, public endangerment. 20 to 40 years, depending on roles, participation levels, cooperation. 60 vendors were released, with apologies, explanations. They were victims, exploited workers, unknowing accomplices. Federal government provided support, employment assistance, character verification, alternative work opportunities, protecting innocent from prosecution, recognizing exploitation. Total arrests, 153 people. Executives, knowing vendors, cartel coordinators, supply personnel. Everyone except innocent workers. Everyone facing prosecution. Complete, systematic, absolute. Which is worse? A, selling drugs. B, contaminating food. C, both equal. Federal prosecutors filed charges in Western District of Texas. Evidence overwhelming. 2 tons seized. Financial records, GPS data, vendor testimony, customer statements, forensic contamination evidence. Defense? Impossible. Defendants operated drug distribution disguised as food service. Contaminated public food supply. Endangered health. All documented, all prosecutable. Trials began 12 months later. Lead executive first. Roberto Martinez, age 48, purchased food truck company, installed drug operation, supervised distribution, contaminated food service. Prosecution presented evidence systematically. Drug seizures, financial records, health violations, customer testimony. His guilt absolute. Defense claimed vendors must have known. Operation too large for secrecy. Prosecution demolished this. 60 vendors had no knowledge, worked honestly, cooked food, served customers, were exploited. Defendant deliberately mixed legitimate and criminal operations, used innocent workers as cover, enhanced culpability. Food contamination endangered public health. This demands maximum sentence. Guilty on all counts. Life without parole. Martinez would die in federal prison. Permanent imprisonment. Justice for public endangered. Vendors exploited. Communities poisoned. Innocent workers victimized. Other defendants received similar fates. Knowing vendors, 15 to 30 years. Executives, life sentences. Cartel coordinators, 40 to 60 years. Everyone imprisoned. Everyone punished. Operation destroyed completely. The 60 innocent vendors received comprehensive support. Company was dissolved, employment lost. But federal government provided assistance, job placement with legitimate food services, small business loans for those wanting own trucks, verification letters proving innocence, financial aid during transition. Support was substantial, effective.
Hey, would you like your very own Shopify store? We're literally, and completely free, by the way. We are live streaming right now. If you click the link that you see below this, we are live streaming. My brother Adrian and I, we're 2 of Shopify's top affiliate partners, and we are currently...
Some vendors sued for damage. Working in contaminated environment, health risks, reputation damage, settlements reached. Federal seizure funds compensated victims, recognition of exploitation, attempt at justice. If you believe food service drug operations deserve life sentences, type SWAT power. Los Tacos Unidos permanently closed. Business license revoked. Health permits canceled. Assets seized. Trucks sold. Proceeds compensated victims. Company that contaminated food service ceased to exist. Name was retired. Protecting food truck industry reputation. Legislative action followed. Enhanced food truck oversight, random inspections, background checks on ownership, employee verification, GPS tracking requirements, health department coordination with law enforcement. Systemic gaps addressed. Future operations face stronger resistance. Technology improvements implemented. Chemical testing at popular locations. Random food sampling. Contamination screening. Methods that detected Los Tacos became standard. Future food truck drug operations detected early, prevented quickly, prosecuted thoroughly. Food truck industry cooperation improved. Vendor associations sharing best practices. Reporting suspicious activities. Background verification programs. Industry didn't want cartel association. Partnerships protecting business and public. Collaborative security. Intelligence from seized records led to additional investigations. Suppliers, distributors, money launderers, other potential food service operations. Follow-up investigations continued years. Dozens of additional arrests. Los Tacos destruction was beginning. Evidence enabled extensive prosecutions. Martinez sits in federal prison serving life. His food truck empire destroyed. 60 vendors protected. Public health secured. Drugs seized. His contamination of food service earned permanent imprisonment. Justice for community endangered. Operation Street Menu proved food service drug operations can be stopped. Hidden distribution exposed. Innocent vendors protected. Public safety restored. When DEA targets food truck exploitation, outcome certain. Complete seizures, life sentences, worker protection. This is what happens when cartels exploit food service. This is what DEA achieves, protecting public health. This is why using food trucks for drugs brings life imprisonment. You can purchase 100 trucks. You can obtain health permits. You can employ 200 people. You can distribute 20 tons. You can think mobile service protects you. None prevents federal investigation. DEA will track GPS, identify patterns, coordinate massive seizures, protect innocent vendors, prosecute leadership for life. The cartel learned hard way. 18 months operating, 2 tons seized, 100 million lost, everyone arrested, vendors protected, leadership imprisoned forever. Perfect federal justice for contaminating public food. This is SWAT power, where food truck drug dealers get life sentences, where innocent vendors protected, where DEA proves food service exploitation brings permanent imprisonment, where federal power defends public health from criminal contamination. The answer to quiz? C. Both equal maximum crime. Selling drugs is trafficking. Contaminating food endangers public health. Combined maximum criminality. Life sentences mandatory. Food safety sacred. Violations unforgivable. Should food trucks face mandatory inspections? Do you support vendor protection programs? Which public safety measure impressed you most? Comments below. Like if you support food safety, subscribe to SWAT Power, where federal agents destroy drug operations disguised as food service and imprison those who contaminate public meals. Because food should be safe, and exploiting cuisine brings life in prison. SWAT Power. 100 trucks seized, 60 vendors protected, leadership imprisoned forever. Every single time.
Hola, ¿te gustaría invertir en el mercado de acciones y valores desde cualquier lugar del mundo a cualquier hora